Hi everyone, welcome to Dharma Earth's Dose of Dharma, and this is your dose of Dharma for today. So the third type of Dharma Dana, in the last one, the Dharma refers to the Dhamma Ratana of the Triple Gem, alright, which is the jewel of the Dharma. We have three gems, right? First is the Buddha gem, Buddha Ratana, and then the teachings of the Buddha, Dhamma Ratana, and then also the community of noble monks, Sangha Ratana. All right. So over here, in the first type of a Dhamma Dana, the Dhamma there is the object that is offered. All right. Is the object that is offered. But over here, the Dhamma Ratana is the recipient. For example, you offer to the Buddha, you offer a food to the Buddha, so the Buddha is the recipient, right? So over here, the Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha, this Dhamma Ratana, this Dhamma jewel, is the recipient. Alright? Why is this so? Because practitioners and disciples of the Buddha. So you really appreciate the teachings of the Buddha, right? And this, because of this Dhamma Ratana, because of this Dhamma jewel, when we practice it, so many suffering have been released. Isn't that so? If we practice correctly. So as a gratitude to it, as a respect to it, so you can also do a offering to this Dhamma Ratana. Alright? And how do you do an offering to the Dhamma Ratana? So, the Mingun Sayadaw, I gave an example. There was one time the Buddha was reciting in the Jetavana monastery in Savatthi. So at that time, there was a rich person who had extreme faith, very strong faith in the teachings of the Buddha. So he thought to himself, I always have opportunities to honor the Buddha and honor the Sangha with a food. But is there any possible way I can honor the Dhamma by making offerings to it? So with this question, he went to approach the Buddha, and the Buddha gave the way to do it. So the Buddha said, householder, if you wish to honor the Dhamma, you should offer the 4 types of requisites and whatever requisites that's allowable to the bhikkhu that is well cultivated in the Dhamma, but with the clear intention of honoring the Dhamma that he has realized. So when the householder asked the Buddha, Buddha, so who is suitable to receive such an offering? So the Buddha asked him to ask the Sangha. Then the Sangha directed him to do his offerings to the Venerable Ananda. And with that, he invited the Venerable Ananda and made a generous offerings of the 4 requisites and other requisites, other suitable requisites to the Venerable Ananda, keeping in mind that he was honoring the Dhamma that the Venerable Ananda had realized. So with this story, we understand that, the householder is the donor, and then the body of the Dhamma, which is embedded in the person of the Venerable Ananda, is the recipient of the gift. It's like that. So this is one way to offer to the Dhamma Ratana. And there's another very famous example. During the King Ashoka's time. Do you guys know King Ashoka? He was one of the rulers of India. And then he was a very great ruler with strong faith in the Dhamma. And because of his reverence for the Dhamma, he built 84,000 monasteries all around India. And in keeping in mind of the honor keeping in mind to honor the 84,000 groups of Dhamma, which forms the complete teachings of the Buddha. Right? So this is one way that some people have done this Dhamma Dana in the past. So even now, if you have benefited so much from the Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha, and you wish to do an offering to the Buddha, to the Dhamma Ratana, then you can also do this way. Keeping in mind, you should invite somebody who is very knowledgeable and well-attained. Then after that, keeping in mind that keeping in mind his Dhamma, the Dhamma that he has realized. And then after that, you do the offerings of the 4 requisites and other allowable requisites to him. In this way, you will be able to fulfill your Dhamma offering. Alright, this is the third one. But one thing to take note here. One thing to take note here is that when you are doing this Dhamma Dana, sometimes, like for example, many people want to emulate the King Ashoka in building 84,000 monasteries in honor of the Dhamma. So when you do this, of course you will be a very powerful you need to be a very powerful person to do this, right? So, but take note that when they do this, it is not for acquiring the fame of being a very powerful monastery donor, but only with the aim of paying homage to the Dhamma. Then when you can do this, then it is a legitimate Dhamma Dana. Alright? So be careful. Don't let our ego get the better of you. Remember to always keep in mind that you are paying respect and paying homage and reverence to the Dhamma. This jewel of the Dhamma. Alright? Okay, so this is your dose of Dhamma for today. I hope this very interesting interesting information will be able to help you guys, and may you guys also be able to do your Dhamma Dana. Sometimes it's not only just offering requisites. You can also use your practice to honor the Dhamma also. Like for example, I read of some stories where some monks they have 3 walking paths. And then one path is a respect to one of the jewels. So morning they will use one path to honor, then they will use that path to do walking meditation, maybe 1 hour in respect of the Buddha. Afternoon they use the others walking path for walking meditation to honor the Dhamma. And in the evening they will use another path for walking meditation to honor the Sangha. But sometimes some monks they may not be able to have 3 walking paths, so they may only have 1 walking path, but they will walk 3 times every day. So morning they walk 1 hour, do walking meditation for 1 hour to honor the Buddha, and then in the afternoon walk 1 hour to honor the Dhamma, and then after that in the evening walk 1 hour to honor the Sangha. Yeah, so this is very, 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 very good also. Alright? So may all of you be able to do your Dhamma Danas with these teachings. And then I wish all of you to be well, peaceful and happy. And then may all of you be able to attain path, fruition and Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.